My name is Sainath Krishnamurthy, and this is the research and thought behind my product, Mittee. In this project, I'm addressing the issue of food waste. Cooking at home in the US has risen by 15% since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, but because of easy access to food and lack of knowledge, food is taken for granted and it leads to large amounts of household food waste. An estimated 43% of food waste is due to in-home practices, making individuals the biggest contributors. After doing a plethora of literature research and data gathering, I decided to do observational research and interviews to understand purchasing and food consumption habits in various homes. I requested 25 participants of different backgrounds to send me pictures of their fridges. Through the observation and interviews, I came to find that age, culture, income affects purchasing habits. Lack of education about produce maintenance and organization causes waste. Over and duplicate purchasing among young people with roommates is very common. Meet Mark and Stephanie. Mark is a newly employed graduate who lives in Austin with 2 roommates. He meal preps his lunches and makes simple dinners at home, but given his dynamic social and work lives, he may go eat out at any time. With this schedule, he often neglects food in his fridge. He wants to be able to buy the produce he needs without having to worry about it going bad before he realizes. Stephanie is a homemaker living with her husband, mother-in-law, and 2 kids in Houston. Because of the various dietary needs in her family, she needs to constantly restock her kitchen, but because of the lack of consistency in her purchasing, she loses track of what's in her fridge, and unused food and produce goes bad and must be thrown away. They both have a similar problem. The pandemic has brought a new mindset when it comes to food consumption at home, but busy schedules and lack of education regarding food maintenance and management can result to neglect and large amounts of food waste. They need a product which provides a simple and controlled way of reducing produce waste by increasing longevity. This spectrum chart displays which kinds of produce are best suited in a range of moisture conditions. Fridges tend to remove moisture, and it's very important for produce to have controlled moisture and airflow for the longest lifespan possible. My father had told me how terracotta pots were used during his childhood in India as a cold storage solution and for natural AC. A natural property of terracotta allows misting of water even in cool conditions. I validated this by using a clay pot and testing how surface area and water temperature affect the misting. This material and cultural exploration is what inspired the name of my product, Mittee, which means clay in Hindi. My final proposed solution is a produce storage container meant for fridge use with simple and controlled moisture creation as well as airflow control. A solution like this would increase longevity significantly, eliminating overpurchasing and waste.